Hello everyone and welcome back to Serenity Springs, our new series here on my channel, where we are building a little ranch for all the beautiful new animals that we got with the Barnyard animal pack. In the last week we built this not working gift shop, and I can assure you it won't work after this episode as well, so don't worry about that. Yeah, but at least we accomplished to build a working restaurant. You can see right here. So let's turn around right. We have this beautiful seating area here, and I can promise you guys, today there are going to be guests sitting here and having lunch. Yeah, what else did we build last week? We built the first habitat for the first animals of the Barnyard animal pack. We built a habitat for the American standard donkey. And we had to deselect the animal welfare after that, because the habitat is quite a little bit too small for 4 of them, but nevertheless, it's very beautiful, and I think the animals are feeling pretty well in here as well. I have to be completely honest, I enjoy building stuff like this so much. I enjoy all these little mini series, like I have the German series Glacier Glades, where I build a complete park just with the building pieces from the base game and the Arctic DLC, and just for the animals that we got with the Arctic DLC, which was the very first DLC we got for Planet Zoo. So yeah, as I said, I enjoy this so much right now, more than actual huge zoos that I built in the past. But this doesn't mean that we're not going to get back into huge zoos in the future, but right now I just can't see me build a huge zoo at this time. So what are we going to do in today's episode? In today's episode we are building a petting zoo area. So I was planning out to have the center area here. I'm just showing it to you with my hands, but yeah, I just noticed that you won't see that. Yeah, we are going to have the center area here, where I am planning to have the petting zoo area, and here on the left spot, right next to the path, which is going to change in the future, but on the left side here I am planning to have a chicken coop with free roaming chickens all around at our ranch, and also a little playground area for the kids. That won't be working, we all know that. There's no mechanics here in this game where playgrounds actually would work, but yeah, just for decorational stuff and things. So yeah. But first of all, I am going to build a shelter for the goats. It's, yeah, the alpine goats and the hill Redner sheep. I guess that's correct. So first of all, I wanted to have a petting zoo area just for the goats. But as I finished the whole part here, the habitat was quite big, and I thought it was a little bit too big for just 5 goats, and I didn't want to have like 20 goats or something like that in here, because I thought that would be a little bit boring. So I decided, in real life petting zoos you also do have combined habitats with goats and sometimes fallow deer as well, and sheep, and yeah, maybe pigs sometimes, or geese or stuff like that. So yeah, I decided we're going to have the hill Redner sheep in there as well. But yeah, first of all we are going to build the shelter. Nothing very spectacular, I have to say, but I tried to put in the effort and make it a little bit different than everything that I did before, and focus more on some kind of details. I wanted to have this yeah, like the style that we do have in for this shelter for the donkeys. As you can see, I copy those window pieces around because I wanted to have some open windows for the shelter of the goats and the sheep as well. I wish those window pieces would be in the perfect height, or at least that my animals could use them and look out of the windows when they are open. This would be so cool, but yeah, I have to tell you guys, it's not working. In this particular case, it is just because the goats are a little bit too small, so they can't put their heads out the window. Maybe it would work for horses or dromedary camel or something like that. Maybe even for the alpaca. But yeah, not for the goats and the sheep. Yeah, I tried to make the shelter look a little bit old and used. Yeah, like it would fit for a ranch like this. I didn't want to have it completely be wooden, so I chose to have the concrete pieces here to build that. Well, it's not the concrete pieces, it's the I have to Google it, sorry for that. Yeah, it's the limestone pieces, that's what it is. Yeah, because they are very versatile. They are pretty easy to lay over each other so that you could avoid sea fighting. So they are very, very good for building a wall. So, and as I'm using those most of the time, I thought it would be perfect for here as well. So here you can see I'm opening the windows. Not all of them, just 2 of them, one on that side and one on the other side. That would also help to make the inside of our shelter a little bit brighter and not too dark inside. Yeah, decided I wanted to go for another one. Yeah, and here we are. Just have to finish the wall. And then we could move on. I also wanted to have a combination of wooden structures, stone pieces and the limestone pieces to make it look a little bit more interesting and a little bit more realistic, like you would have it in reality as well. But what I forgot to say is what I always forget to say. We are in our video for 8 minutes, or about 8 minutes right now, and you guys know what time it is. Yes, it is the perfect time for you to hit the like button for this video and also to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future episodes of Serenity Springs, of Glacier Glades, Bahati Park and my real life zoo tours that are coming back to the channel in a few weeks, I think. Yeah. Okay. So we built the wall. No pun intended. Well, or pun intended. And now it is time to go a little bit into the interior. There's not going too much to happen because I didn't want to focus too much on interior and backstage stuff and all of this. So I just wanted to focus on the outside of the building because I like to build backstage stuff. Let's be completely honest, I really like to build that, but yeah, it's a little bit of a waste of a time because when you actually send your zoo in for someone to do a zoo tour or something like that, you don't always look at the backstage stuff, and you don't have to. That's completely okay. So I think it is okay to build backstage stuff sometimes, but you don't have to do that all of the time. Unless you're building it in a manner that everybody can see it. Well, okay. So, as I told you guys, I also wanted to include all of our staff buildings in every episode in some kind of way, so that we don't have the ugly blank pieces here in the beginning of our park. So yeah, I chose to have the trading center in today's episode to be part of our shelter for the goats. So I just added this building here on the left side of the building. Just made it part of it. First of all, I thought we are going to create something like a wooden structure, like a toilet or something. So an outdoor toilet, and put the trading center in here, which would be kind of funny when you see your staff members hurrying up to run in there, as they always do when they get a new animal or bring a new animal out of the trading center. So this would be a pretty nice feature, I think. Now that I think about it, I might change that in the future and yeah, build an outdoor toilet here for the trading center, which yeah, I think that would be funny. Just let me know in the comments what you think about it, if it would be a good idea, or if you say, ah, no, that's too cheesy, don't do that. Yeah, but I really love the idea right now. Okay, so having a little bit of a fence in here. So I didn't want to have a complete wall in there, so it's just some kind of a wooden fence to separate the animals from our staff members. Copy it around, and here we go. I'm still building all of this stuff with the early access, so I don't know if anything has changed since I got the early access 1 week earlier before the release of the game. You will see me build a fence in a few minutes when the whole building here is finished, in the style of the fence gates that we got with the DLC, which I was a little bit disappointed because we only got the gates and we didn't get the actual fence. So I tried to rebuild that one, and I think it went pretty well. So if there is nothing like this in the actual release of the DLC, so if we don't get the fence in there, I'm pretty much happy to put that on the workshop. So just let me know, guys, if you want to have that, or if there is something in here in today's episode or in the whole series which you want to have in the workshop to download. So I would be pretty happy to put it in there for you guys to have fun with it. Yeah, here you can already see we are close to finishing it. We just need some little more details in the inside, so a little bit of backstage stuff, not too much, just a few of these boxes. Yeah, some working materials and stuff like that. So now that the new DLC is out for a week or so, what do you guys think about it? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Have you tried it? Have you built your first habitats? Let me know in the comment section. I would be happy to read what you guys think about this new pack. The reviews were a little bit mixed, I think. As I saw, some of you guys were very excited about this pack, and so am I. And some of you guys said, oh no, they were expecting something different. And yeah, I know most of you guys are looking that we are finally getting a DLC with birds. It's almost since the beginning of the release of the game, everybody was crying, we want birds in the game, and we're now 5 years into the game and there's still no birds. So I would say I would be happy if we get birds at one point, but yeah, I'm not putting my money on that. So I would be totally okay if we won't get any birds, but I would be totally hyped. Just had to think about the word. I would be totally hyped if at some point we would get them, but you never know. So here you can see I changed the gates because I thought it would be a little bit weird, or no, not weird, but very complicated if we have the gates right next to the restaurant and on the opposite side, and we also do have the path here right next to the shelter of the animals, and we have to find a way to make it possible for the animals to walk out of the shelter and into the petting zoo area. So I decided we're going to have the gates on the main path so that our visitors can go into there and have fun with the animals. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the one thing that I noticed when I finished the petting zoo area is other than in my showcase where I had a petting area for the goats and the sheep, separated in that case, my visitors were able to walk off the main path and get into the habitat, petting the animals, giving them food and stuff like that, using the hand sanitizers, and I haven't seen that here in this build, and I don't know why. I might assume because the mechanics don't work for the goats, and the goats might be the problem, because in my showcase video I had, as I told you guys, I had two separate walkthrough habitats. One was for the goats and one was for the sheep. In the goat habitat the guests didn't walk off the path and walk towards the goats and interact with them, but they did indeed for the sheep. So it might be a problem with the goats. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comment section as well. Yes, I'm asking for very much in the comments today. If you have any problems like this as well. And also please let me know if you still have problems or see problems with using the modular gift shops. I want to know if I did something wrong with that or if it is still a bug. Would be great to know if you are experiencing something like this as well. Okay, I was talking and talking and talking, and in the meantime I built the fence right here. That was what I'm talking about. So if you want to have that fence as well, I would be happy to place it in the workshop so you can download it and play with it yourself. I also wanted to build something like a ladder here for the children where they can enter the petting zoo area as well. I know we do have the gates. I wanted to have the gates because I wanted to have our visitors to be able to go into there and interact with the animals. If I just put down this ladder here and have it a fake entrance for the children, it just wouldn't work. So this is why I used the gates and the ladder here as well. We do have something like this in many petting zoos in Germany. where yeah, children can enter the petting zoo area via the ladder. So I wanted to have something similar in here as well. And the next thing we are going to build is something like a separate area, something like a quiet zone for our animals. You know, if you have a petting zoo area and your zoo is crammed with people and all of them are running into the petting area, and especially when you have baby animals in there, they get easily stressed out by so many people, and everybody wants to touch them and to pet them and to feed them, and they just can't get one single minute for themselves. So they need to have something like a rest area where they can go into, where the visitors won't go in there, so that the animals can just chill out and get away from all the people. So that is what this is going to be right here. It's not huge, but you will see in the end of the video animals are going to use it, especially one goat or two of them are in there many times, so yeah, it works. Yeah, just some scenery in here as well, because we don't want to have just a flat area in here and nothing else. So I decided to have some rocks in here. The goats also are using those rocks. I have seen one of them here standing on top of it. And yeah, we are also doing some other props in here as well. A little shelter for the main area and for the quiet zone as well. That's what I'm going to build right now, right here. Just something simple, just some wooden beams and a tin roof on top of it, and that's it. Doesn't need more than that. Yeah, so the animals would be able to go into their hard shelter as well at any time of the day, because the door is always open. But if they want to stay outside and just have a little bit of a shade in their habitat, they can use this little shelter right here. Yeah, as I said, just the tin roof on top of it. Make it look a little bit more realistic by putting down this concrete pillars. Yeah, just one more on the other side. And then everything else we need is just a little bit of hay bedding for the animals, so that they actually would use this. Yeah, some hand sanitizers, so that our visitors can pet the animals and can clean their hands afterwards. And the next thing that I'm going to build is something like a feeding station for the animals. You can let me know the English word for that, what I'm building right here, because yeah, I guess feeding station is not the official word for that, but yeah, you can tell me in the comment section. I was just using those pieces for oh god, I have to Google it once again. Yeah, I don't think it is the correct word, but I used the top that we got from the conservation DLC. The tab for the car, where you could put in stuff like that and take it from one point to another. I'm talking stupid stuff right now. Yeah, I hope you guys know what I mean, and you can tell me the correct word in English as well for the thing that I'm building right here. I mean, I could Google that as well, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. Manger. Never heard that word. So what I'm building right here is a manger. I hope it is. Oh god. No. I'm done talking stupid stuff the whole time. That's enough stupid stuff for today's episode. I'm not going to do that anymore. So, putting a roof on top of it, and then putting in some dry plants, some dry grass pieces that looks actually like hay, and then we are good, I think. I'm just trying to think about what else did I build afterwards. I think that was all of it. Just a little bit of planting, I think. And then we are already finished. Yeah, and you will see in a few minutes when the animals are in the habitat. I love that we do have some great color combinations for the animals, or color variants, I have to say. You already saw it with the donkeys. We are going to have some different colored goats here as well. We're going to have a piebald one. I think it is called piebald once again. We do have a white goat, and we do have some brown goats. Unfortunately, I haven't seen a black sheep or something like that yet. You can let me know in the comment section as well. Once again, if there is some different colored sheep. I just haven't found one yet, and I haven't seen it for yeah, anywhere else of any other content creator so far, that we do have another color variation of the sheep. Yeah, so if there is one, then let me know, and I will buy thousands of sheep just to have a black one in there. But as I told you guys, haven't seen one yet. But there's definitely going to be a black goat. Haven't seen that one yet as well, but there is. I have seen a photo of it, and it was an official photo of Frontier that they posted on X and on all of their social media, where you could actually see a black goat. And I haven't seen one yet. But I'm very happy that we do have a white one in here. Yeah, here in the background you can already see that we do have the goats in here, and I just wanted to place just another little gimmick in here that you could also see in many petting zoo areas and many walkthrough habitats, where they put these metal pieces on the ground where the animals don't want to walk over there, so that they don't leave. I mean, you can have double gates for that, but you can also do it like this, and I thought this would make total sense. Okay, I didn't make total sense in today's video, but I hope you guys did enjoy it still. And if you did so, just leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any further episodes. And I hope to see you guys next week when we are going to continue here in Serenity Springs. And I think we are going to build the chicken coop and a playground for the children within the next episode. So have fun with our goats and our sheep, and take care of yourself. See you next week. Bye guys.